Happy Monday, everyone. Time for another live commentary. Now, I have been on a bit of a Germany versus Italy bender recently, and I realized that I actually overlooked this bout from the 2019 European Championships in Dusseldorf between Leonie Ebert and Francesca Palumbo. So I'm going to take a look at it here, and I promise this will be the last Germany versus Italy bout I do for a while. I know it's probably getting a bit stale for some of you. But in the meantime, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. So, I don't think I've talked about Francesca Palumbo before on this channel. She is a very good Italian. I would put her just below the level of the top 3 in Italy, which would be Volpi, Di Francesca, and Enrico. So I'm kind of on a level with Erika Cipressa. And Leonie Ebert, I'm pretty sure I've covered a bout or two of hers before on this channel. She is pretty much unquestionably the best German right now. And both are left-handed, so this should be pretty interesting to watch. Let's see, who wants to march first? Ebert's looking for the blade, now she starts. Okay, Palumbo gives her a bit of space on the way back. Takes the blade. Ebert takes it back, though. Starts. Oh, and finishes right through Palumbo's parry. Very nice sharp footwork on that short lunge, which is pretty much what we expect from Ebert. She is very solid on that touch. It looks like Palumbo's trying to push her back a little bit. No. No one really wants to come in yet. Now Palumbo marches. Ebert takes the blade, though, and starts. And again, finishes short. This time off target. Still kind of right through Palumbo's parry. That touch is pretty good for Ebert. We'll see if Palumbo might actually adjust her distance a little wider to compensate for that, because it's a very fast attack by Ebert, but very short when she finishes. Usually, that is. So Palumbo marches now. Ebert takes the blade, though. Palumbo recommits to that. Kind of a weird time to do it. And Ebert, I guess, thinks that she didn't hit anything and it was a weapon problem. Okay, just a random off target for her, I guess. Palumbo finishes long, goes off target. Ebert, I think, is able to escape from that. That didn't feel like her fastest retreat that she could have made. Again, same thing by Palumbo. She starts. Ebert's out of space. Tries a parry or post, or maybe a stop it and close out, but Palumbo still finds it. So nice by Palumbo. Ebert, I mean, being out of space at the back end of the strip is never fun, but for Ebert in particular. Ebert finishes long this time, goes off target. That felt like she was a little close at the end there. On the other hand, Palumbo could have been retreating much faster than she was. There's another attack by Palumbo. This looks pretty normal for her. Oh, ooh, interesting counterattack idea there. Ebert did feel a little bit rushed at the start of her attack there. So, counterattack is definitely a valid choice right there. Palumbo keeps marching. Ooh, how does this call go? Goes to Ebert, okay. Palumbo asked for a video review. Did kind of feel like she stopped there. Let's see what the ref says. That's a pretty tight call. And I know I say this every time, but really wish we had access to this slow motion video. Okay. So he says Palumbo was searching, evidently, and that gives it to Ebert. So, pretty good for her. And the bout resumes. Okay, Palumbo, pretty quick march. Goes off target again. She does seem to favor that low line when she finishes. Palumbo tries to parry her post, but Ebert finishes off target again, kind of right through it. Palumbo takes the blade, and again, same finish. It almost kind of feels like something out of Alex Marcialis' playbook. Her blade comes pretty far back and then immediately goes back forward again. Same type of attack by Ebert every time. Goes off target again this time. To be fair, she hasn't had much success actually hitting with that attack. It's very good at turning a light on, just usually a white one. Now Palumbo marches again. Oh, this time Ebert tries to break in the distance. Palumbo responds with counter time. No one hits though, and they just kind of reset. Palumbo's still looking to attack. Parry post battle back and forth, but again, no one's able to hit. Now Ebert takes the attack. Gives it up. Palumbo marches quick, and again finishes pretty short that time off target. Ebert is, like, pretty consistently able to escape. So I don't think she's too worried about the distance there. Okay, finishes a little longer that time, Ebert does, and Palumbo just takes the blade. Oh! Very smooth finish, right through Ebert's parry. The slow speed of that is a little bit deceptive. It is a very dangerous touch, and Ebert didn't really try to get away until it was too late. Okay, Palumbo keeps going. Nope. Ebert takes it over. I'm interested to see who ends up coming out on top in these fast blade exchanges back and forth. Is that going to be point in line? Oh, man. That's a... Palumbo's got to feel bad about that if it's a point in line call. To be fair, it did feel like it was in time. She could have just easily taken the blade, but she didn't. It's not every day you see just a straight up point in line first intention, especially in women's foil. Oh, another counterattack by Palumbo. That time Ebert didn't even feel like she was going too fast. It was more just a case of her arm being out of position. But that's all Palumbo needs to step in and close out. Another attempted attack by Palumbo. Ebert's fine though. And she starts marching. Again, as is pretty typical. Ooh. Again, blade actions back and forth. It's just an off target for Palumbo though. I feel like that's going to be a pretty important factor. Who can control that situation better? This time, a little closer distance, Ebert goes off target with some infighting trickery. Okay, Palumbo keeps marching. Again, accelerates, Ebert escapes. Ebert marches, and again, same finish as before. Goes off target once more. I think that's like 5 times she's gone off target and once she's actually hit with it. But it's still a very nice action. There's... okay. It's an advanced lunge this time, and she added a beat with the advance. So, kind of a logical progression from the original just short lunge. And also a very nice touch. And, oh, did Palumbo hit her hand or something? Or maybe it's a cramp? I don't know. Hope she's okay. She kind of needs those fingers to be intact to be able to execute that type of beat attack. Okay, Palumbo accelerates. Oh, again, her arm is a little too bent. And she feels a little bit, like that lunge felt a little too long for the distance. And Ebert, very brave, just standing still to make the touch. Faster attack this time by Palumbo, and a little bit shorter distance. Goes off target. So she's adjusting pretty well to that. Ebert keeps pushing. Palumbo tries another twisty counterattack, and they just fight it out. Okay, referee calls halt. Alright, Palumbo keeps pushing, it seems. Ebert takes the blade, tries to riposte, but Palumbo just keeps the blade. Oh, Ebert takes it. Longer finish there by Ebert. And we've got no seconds left, so we go to our first period. First break, rather. So, pretty nice by both. We saw Ebert try her short attack, and it worked once, and she kept trying it over and over, and it just resulted in an off-target every time. But then she adjusted things and started going a little bit longer with an advanced lunge and a beat thrown in. So I think we'll probably see more of her longer attacks the longer this bout goes on, as they've proven more successful recently. Meanwhile, Palumbo, honestly, she looks like just a pretty standard normal Italian, to be honest. She's got a nice twisty counterattack when Ebert rushes, which has been a couple times. Her attacks have felt like fine, not too remarkable. And the one thing that's been interesting is that like parry battle back and forth, every single time it's happened, no one's gotten a touch from it. It's just been an off target either way. No matter the distance, honestly, if it's like longer distance with extensions or even infighting. So I feel like that is the main like unclaimed territory of this bout. The fencer who can dominate that situation better, I think, will have a huge advantage. And I also kind of feel like until there is a clear winner in that situation, both fencers might be fine going for it over and over, because to them it's like a neutral outcome. Which is kind of interesting. You wouldn't think like the safe situation would be staying in distance and just trying to fight it out, but maybe compared to running away, especially with Ebert's very long lunge able to catch someone, and Palumbo's good point control, like, might actually be the best option. Oh! Again, Palumbo starts nice and slow, but her blade just isn't there. And Ebert sneaks in another counterattack. Hope she's okay. Did she get hit in the backhand? That's always painful. Gonna give her a little bit of the magic spray. Glad there's a what appears to be a strip side medical person or someone with the spray just on hand. Always nice to see. Very well staffed tournament. Alright, and here we go again. So Ebert keeps going. Palumbo takes it over. Ebert off his point of line, uses it to just take the blade and start herself. Oh, okay. Tries another one of those beat attacks. But felt like she was a little bit too far away with the distance, and also making it, I feel like after the first time, Palumbo's going to be easily able to parry 4, as we saw there. Because Ebert's already beating the blade, her blade's right there. It's super easy to just take it back immediately, if you're Palumbo. So Palumbo keeps pushing. Ebert offers the blade again. Palumbo just takes it and keeps on. Ebert takes it back though. Finishes long. Palumbo escapes. Palumbo keeps pushing nice and slow. She's maybe a little wary of that counterattack that Ebert did earlier. Nice finish. Very nice. Kind of reminded me of Facconi, the tempo of that finish there. It's a slow advance, slow, and slight acceleration at the end. Who gets this one? Probably attack left off target, right? Oh! Referee says it's Palumbo's. Ebert's asking for a video review. I can see that going to Ebert, if I'm honest. Did feel like Palumbo was still, like, turning her retreat back into an advance when Ebert was already starting forward. Nope. Okay. Apparently I was totally wrong on that, so nothing new there. Oh, Palumbo, nice tempo for that attack and prep. Ebert was right in the middle of thinking about searching, so great time. Unfortunately an off target, but that's a really nice opportunity. Palumbo takes the blade and starts. Marching, constant line changes. Ebert able to scare her, though, into not finishing. Okay, a little quicker by Ebert this time. Palumbo's almost out of space. Breaks in. They try to infight, and that's after... Okay. So it's after the halt. No touch. So I don't know if I can read too much into that phrase, because although Ebert did seem to win an infighting situation, it may have been because Palumbo stopped because she heard the halt. Oh, and another counterattack by Ebert. I haven't seen that much in the previous period, but Palumbo seems to be giving her a lot more opportunities to do it now. I mean, her march is pretty withheld, so... Ooh. That goes to the left. Okay, good call by the ref. I couldn't separate that. Very nice. So yeah, Ebert seems to be kind of systematically picking apart Palumbo's march at this point. Oh, not that time though. Palumbo goes too fast, and again, Ebert stands still to try and parry her post. It was before a very brave decision. Now I think it's almost a foolish decision with Palumbo attacking at that speed. So there's a fine line between being brave and being foolhardy, and Ebert's kind of straddling it at this point. But I think her hand speed might still be up to the task. Palumbo tries to counterattack this time, again off target. Kind of worrying that Ebert still can't find a light there, honestly. Distance-wise at least, it should be a pretty easy finish for Ebert to pull off. Twist might confound things a little bit, though. And Palumbo keeps marching. Ebert able to disrupt it. Palumbo marches again. Ebert offers the blade. Okay. Palumbo accelerates, but a little out of distance, so Ebert can get away easily. Ooh, I think that's still to the right, yeah. Palumbo didn't really stop there. Interesting idea by Ebert. I feel like her timing was a bit off, especially compared to Palumbo's attempt earlier that was off target. Infighting again, and Ebert finds it, but I think the referee still called halts a bit early there. Actually, if I'm honest, that halt call felt like it was a little early. I could still follow that phrase, if I may say so. I'm not claiming to be a better ref than this guy, but maybe a little bit premature there. Ebert starts, Palumbo parries and starts. Pretty much same as before. Ebert still offering the blade. I saw the red light in the background. It scared me for a sec. Ooh, Ebert goes longer this time, but Palumbo again escapes. And Palumbo goes longer and hits off target again. So both fencers have pretty good long attacks, but they're also both really good at getting away from each other's long attacks, so it's not really causing much to happen in the bout. On the other hand, you really don't want to like willingly get close and risk your opponent just hitting you when you don't step back. So I feel like longer distance and longer attacks are probably going to be the name of the game. However little that may affect the score. And we are running out of time now in the second period. Palumbo tries another long attack right before the end, but we're out of time again, and we go to our second break. Excuse me. So, interesting developments. We saw Ebert's counterattacks a little bit more. We saw not too much more of that parry battle back and forth. There was a bit of infighting, and Ebert seemed to be getting the upper hand, but she was always hitting after the halt, which is a little unfortunate for her. Palumbo had great timing on that one attack and prep that she got. Otherwise, it seems just kind of bog standard for her. Yeah, I don't know if there's too much more I can read into Palumbo's fencing, honestly. She seems like just a pretty solid fencer all around. And she's gotten pretty good. Looks like her coach is telling her maybe some false counterattack into parry post idea. I always I always kind of wish that in televised bouts like this we could have a little mic on the coach so we could hear what the coach is saying. That might be a pretty fun thing, although it may give away too much information to the other fencer and their coach, so might be a dumb idea, but it'd be pretty cool to get in their head and see what's actually being said in those moments. All right. Also, the scores are still pretty close, so neither fencer really has much impetus to change really what they're doing, I think. Looks like Palumbo's still doing her same march. Ebert, oh, different prep there by Ebert. She's not offering the blade anymore. She's just staying in distance and trying to out-panic Palumbo, I think. Not that time, though. Palumbo's able to just finish straight into it. To be honest, I kind of liked Ebert's point and line setup more. There it is. Okay. I think she's switching back to it. Again, another very smooth beat attack by Palumbo, though. Ebert tried a kind of questionable twisty counterattack from that distance. It felt a little long to be trying that. Maybe she should have been a bit closer. At any rate, Palumbo keeps marching. Ebert not offering the blade again. Able to find the blade, though. Okay. So I guess that setup can work. Tries a compounder post that time. You saw a little disengage in there, even though Palumbo still found the blade. That time it was direct, but goes off target. Ebert has to test on the bib. Nope. Guess you just slightly missed that. So Ebert seems to be really working on that parry post for Palumbo's long finish. Okay, Ebert marches again. Palumbo takes the blade. Ebert starts. Palumbo almost out of space, but again takes the blade and just nice long lunge. And excellent time to switch weapons for Ebert, even if that's not a weapon problem. She could definitely use a break right now. That was several touches in quick succession by Palumbo. Got to break that momentum somehow. On the other hand, she was having maybe a little bit of some questionable off targets earlier in the bout, especially in the first period, that may not have actually been anything, so perhaps it was the weapon. We'll see. If she suddenly starts hitting every touch, it may very well be. That's probably still Palumbo's off target. Ebert kind of parried her into herself. Okay. Palumbo takes the blade, finishes. Ebert finds it, though. Okay. Ebert finds the blade again, but misses the first riposte. She was right there. That was... actually, I really like that parry riposte setup by Ebert. She just has to hit the riposte, and that's it. Oh, Ebert jumped the gun a little on that. Okay. No worries. Okay, Palumbo keeps going. Ebert takes it over, though. Counter time, and there it is. Nice. So if you can't make the parry post work on defense, just make it work on offense as the counter time. It's fair. Ooh. Did Ebert stop? I think she kind of did. Referee, I believe, is having a look at the box. See what it's going to be. Both fencers taking a bit of a pause now. Yep. Ebert did kind of stop there, so it goes to Palumbo. That's unfortunate. She really could have used that. Okay. Palumbo tangles up the blade. Finishes long, but Ebert parries it. Bout's going a lot faster now. Oh, nice. Okay. So I think it's pretty safe to say right now that Ebert's parry post battle is superior to Palumbo's. Even the second intention there, very crisp. Gets her attack up a slight bit short, still stable. Palumbo tries parry post, Ebert just takes it back and hits. If she can make that work a few more times, she could definitely equalize this. But she's got to be careful. There's not much room for mistakes. Finishes long! Very nice. That kind of almost harkens back to the very first touch she got, right through Palumbo's parry. Although now the tempo's quite a bit higher, and the finish is a little bit longer. Okay. Oh! Jump in, jump out. And is Palumbo's attack? No, that's very important. Ebert's jump out is pretty clearly the stop of her attack, and Palumbo was still kind of going forward there. But it's one light for Ebert, so it doesn't even matter. Oh, Palumbo tries another counterattack, and the infight to a standstill. Man, this is tense. Oh, that was pretty clever. Ebert took a single step forward off the line. Palumbo made an attack off the line. Ebert was in a good place to parry. And that time, it's just Ebert's all the way through. Man, she's equalized this. Very nice fencing by her. Utilizing both some second intention ideas, some straight attack, and a pretty nice simul game right off the line. So I think Palumbo would be pretty unwise to keep going for actions right off the line. Based on that previous setup that Ebert got with just an advance forward, I feel like she's owning this situation. But if Palumbo could get another march and push Ebert back, she might have trouble. Not this time though. Ebert takes it, keeps pushing. Palumbo tries another counterattack, goes off target. Again, it's she's been pretty reliably able to keep Ebert from hitting in that situation, which is nice for her. It's basically a reset button on the phrase. Now Palumbo marches slowly. Ebert finds the blade, but the infight... Oh, man. Again, that situation is a bit of a stalemate when the distance is that close. I do feel like Ebert's parry post is superior, but only at like a proper extension distance. Any closer than that, and it's a toss-up. Is that attack and prep? Palumbo wants that to be attack and prep, but Ebert did start first. The question is, was Ebert's start so withheld that it would go to Palumbo? Let's see what the ref says. I imagine it's probably... Yep. Still Ebert's attack. Very nice. Palumbo taking a little pause, straightening her weapon, thinking. And here we go. Palumbo's got to change something if she wants to win. But no! Still right off the line, and Ebert takes it. Nice little comeback there by Ebert, honestly. She's down, She's down like 13-10 at one point, and pulled it right back to 15-13. Nice unbroken streak there. And honestly, maybe a bit of a mistake by Palumbo to keep looking for stuff right off the line. That was like a total domination in that situation for Ebert. She just had her number. So, thank you very much for watching. I promise the next bout won't be another German versus another Italian. I've done plenty of those in a row. So, in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay sharp.